Aragami 2, developed by Lensworks, is a sequel to the popular stealth game Aragami. While the game stays true to its roots and maintains its core identity as a stealth-focused experience, there are significant changes in the gameplay that set it aside from the predecessor. One of the most notable departures from the original game is the removal of the ability to cast shadows, which was a fundamental mechanic in the first installment. In Aragami 2, players embark on a journey to reclaim the lost humanity while trapped in the realms of Rashomon Valley, which serves as the primary setting for the game. The introduction of the mission board is a fresh addition to the gameplay, offering a new way to initiate missions. Unlike the original Aragami game, which featured carefully crafted and unique levels, the sequel divides missions across a dozen different areas, occasionally reusing them in subsequent missions. This change, coupled with the oversized map that emerged after 15 missions, leaves the game feeling somewhat lacking as a single-player experience. And the removal of checkpoints, a feature present in the first game, and the focus on the cooperative play suggests that the gameplay design has been tailored primarily for multiplayer engagement. And being that I'm a person that does not enjoy multiplayer, this definitely hurt the enjoyment of this game. While the number of enemies remain constant regardless of the number of players, engaging with the game entirely solo takes considerably longer, which is worth noting that the single-player sessions are only possible by creating a private lobby, and even then, players aren't able to pause the game. The removal of checkpoints and the absence of a dedicated single-player option distract from the overall enjoyment of the game. The ability and leveling system in this game has been restricted, requiring players to earn experience points to unlock new skills through a skill tree. The introduction of the skill tree significantly enhances the gameplay and empowers the player. However, starting the game can prove challenging as players begin with a limited ability and no unlocked items or skills, forcing them to rely solely on the stealth movement. The traversal mechanics have become more streamlined, allowing players to shadow leap to ledges when in close proximity. Shadow leaping consumes shadow essence, which replenishes when not in use, though health does not regenerate. To aid players in the journey, a shop has been introduced offering health elixirs and other items, and blueprints hidden throughout the levels unlock new items and clothing. Unlike in the original Aragami game, which featured multiple checkpoints and healing stations, the sequel introduces potions due to significant changes in the combat system, and the combat has undergone a substantial overhaul, incorporating sword combat and parrying system. This revamped system offers players the opportunity to defend themselves rather than succumbing to the enemies as easily as in the first game. Players who play the first game, this will appear very odd as it was not featured in the first game. Luckily, you have the option to focus on stealth skills rather than engaging in combat or relying on unlocked runes to augment your abilities. The parrying system requires practice to master, but overall it functions very well. Origami 2 introduces many changes that set it aside from the first game, but at the end of the day, it's still a good stealth game, which is why I do recommend it for anyone who enjoys stealth games. As after playing it for many hours, I've come to enjoy the game primarily as a stealth game. Thank you for watching and have a great day.